No. What the fuck is going on with this bike sometimes? Yes guys, welcome back to a second part of a series I'm going to be doing called Riding with Friends. Just basically, the idea behind it is to sort of encourage people on a CBT to do the things that people do on big bikes, you know? No reason why you can't do it as well. Go out with your friends, have some fun. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're going to go meet my friend Harry. We haven't rode with him on this channel before. But yeah, he's got a Herald 125, which is quite cool, really beautiful bike actually. It's like I don't know what kind of colour you'd call it, like almost an Oxford racing green. It's like really shiny, but I'll do some cinematics of that when we get there, hopefully. I say cinematics, I'll get some shots of it, hopefully somewhere nice. I've got a new angle as well. I don't know how that's playing out. And honestly, I'm not that fast. It's just that I had a spare GoPro at work, so I took it for maybe a second angle for some shots. And yeah, so today's video is a little bit themed as well though, although it's just the Riding with Friends series. I've seen a couple of questions from people in the comments, one particular, I think his name was Owen, I'll put the comment on the screen now. He was basically saying that, you know, it's all very expensive to get into it, and you can't really afford it, etc. Which obviously is how a lot of people feel. And yes, no hiding it, it's definitely expensive, for sure. There is not a chance you're going to do this cheaply, but there is ways you can save money. Namely being what I'll describe later, but let's get on with a little bit of the ride and I'll go over a few tips on the way over there. Just want to get through all the traffic and get on the back roads, and then I'll pick you back up. So yeah, as I said, going over to Mandatory to meet Harry, but on the way over to the ride I just wanted to quickly give some tips for people who, you know, think that it's a bit expensive to get into, which it is, in fairness. It's not a cheap hobby, but there are ways where you can save money and stuff if you want to. None of them gave me a nod, wankers. Yeah, there are ways that you can save money. So for one, with the gear stuff, I used like the trade shows. Like me and my dad went to MCN, so I specifically waited for that at the start of the year to get my gear. So I ended up getting my jacket, which was supposed to be about £260 I think, for 130 or 129.99. And then this helmet that I've got, it's a Shark Riddell 2, I don't know what they were, RRP, but I managed to get that for 130, which I thought was good going, really. You can haggle with them a little bit. They'll normally do deals, because it's actually like a, you know, it's not a shop, it's more their trade stand, so they're always down to sort of barter a little bit, especially if they've got leftover stock from the year. It's probably the best way for them to get rid of it. So yeah, trade shows. But number two, if you can't get to a trade show, or there's none coming up, or you don't want to wait, my best sort of bit of advice would be just to look on Sports Bike Shop. They always seem to have like super crazy deals on there. So yeah, go over there and have a look. Might be worth your while. Secondly, he mentioned insurance, and yeah, insurance is expensive for sure. There's no right, mate. Insurance is expensive for sure. There's no getting around that. It's not going to be cheap. There is no denying it, right? But again, there are ways you can save money. So ringing around specialists. I actually didn't do this because I was quite happy with I went to someone that I'd been insured with before, Hastings, and because I'd been insured with them before, maybe, I was quite happy with the price considering what I was getting on comparison sites, but I went directly to them. But I have heard the best advice that I've heard is to shop around for sure. Don't just do the comparison sites because you get rinsed. But yeah, so don't do, sorry, he was just overtaken. I thought he was going to kill me. He's going so fast through here. Where was I? Yeah, sorry. So shop around. Don't just go for the comparison sites. You get rinsed. So the best way to do it is to ring sort of specialists, people who aren't necessarily on comparison sites and might need you to actually ring them to get a quote. Now that sounds scary in this modern world because no one likes being on the fucking phone, but no one likes people, do they? But the way it works is they'll actually normally take into consideration your driving history and you know what experience you've got with that, but they won't do that obviously if you're just doing a quote over the internet because they don't know your familiarity, so they actually want to have a conversation with you. Obviously Adrian Flux, I don't know if they do, oh my god, I don't know if they do learner insurance, but give them a call, because I know a few people who have insured their big bikes with them and got great deals and been very happy with the price. So yeah, do that for sure. The next thing he mentioned in his comment was the bike. So the way I did it is obviously I went for a cheaper bike. The Lex Motos tend to be cheaper, so and they're great bikes. There's great options out there if you just want to buy a bike that's working and running. But I actually managed to get a cheap bike that also needed a few bits on it, so maintenance bits, not actual like repairs. But because I'm like quite mechanically minded, I would say, I'm not great on the spanners and stuff, but just the way my brain works, I know like what are big jobs and what are small jobs to get done. So when I went and looked at this bike, I could see from the picture the chain was loose, the bike wasn't exactly clean, which obviously isn't great if you're selling it because it's going to make it look like it's not worth as much. And then the brakes were a little bit binding, which I still need to address. I've got it good now, but not great. It still needs to be done. But I can brake, it's fine, I'm not going to die. But yeah, so I managed to get a cheap bike that needed stuff doing to it, which then made me get the price down even further. I managed to get down on the price quite a lot actually, by a few £100, and it was already cheap. So if you can, and you know what you're looking for on a bike, watch some YouTube videos on how to go and buy a bike, what to look for. And if you see a bike that, you know, your intuition tells you that actually might be quite good, but it might need a few maintenance bits, then pick it up, get some, you know, get some money off, and then go and do the maintenance bits for the garage. So that's kind of that was my mindset to it. I wanted an XSR 125, a Yamaha XSR 125, but again my thought behind that was I'm not going to chuck £5 into a bike brand new because I can't find one used, and then sort of lose a load of money on it when I come to sell it. So yeah, I went the cheap way, and then my second bike, my big bike, will be more expensive. But that was my thought process behind it, so take it if you want it. If not, you know, it is what it is. Okay, and the last thing I just wanted to say, this is just more general advice. Doing your, whether it's your CBT, your full license or whatever, this is supposed to be a hobby. Unless it's your main mode of transportation, then just ignore everything I'm about to say. But it's supposed to be a hobby, which means it's supposed to be fun, right? So if you're not quite ready financially to do it, my best advice to you would be to save up some money. Because if you start stressing yourself about how you want to get it done this summer, for example, and you're like, oh, I need to get it done this summer, and you're like throwing money at it that realistically you can't afford, it is going to take some of the fun out of it. Obviously I won't take all of it out of it, it's still a bike, it's still fun, but it'll ruin it a little bit, it'll ruin the magic, because like I say, it's supposed to be like something you enjoy, and if you're putting pressure on yourself to then have all this stuff, all the gear and stuff, or you skimp and miss the gear and you come off, for example, I think my biggest bit of advice is just save up as much money as you can, more than you need. If you're good at saving, save more than you need, because I promise you, the more buffer you have with, you know, things that might crop up, like you might need this or that, it just makes it so much more enjoyable, honestly. And that is the best bit of advice I can give to you. It really is. Just take your time, don't stress yourself, save up some money. But yeah, that's that on that, and let's go out and enjoy the ride. Go and meet Harry, we're not far now. This is a lovely bit of the world once we get down here. I think we've been here on a different video actually, but yeah, Manningtree, Mistley Way. You've just got this nice like waterfront here, which is quite cool. Yeah, look, gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Right, we're looking for something else gorgeous in the shape of Harry somewhere. It's nice. Trunk. Where is he? Where is he? I wonder if he's even here yet, to be fair. Why am I always the first to arrive? There he is. What a beautiful machine. Yo! Good bro, you? Helmet's sick. Huh? It's fucking beautiful. Oh. See ya?
I just stopped and pumped up my tyres. I haven't done it in ages.
Man, it looks sick.
And they're on 21 PSI.
Mate, that's fucking awesome. The colour is so nice. It's mad thin, but it doesn't look it on the road. Naughty. What are we saying then? I need fuel, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. Only because I'm getting low, and when it gets low it starts to stall. Yeah, up the top of the hill. Do you know that one as you come into Manningtree near station? And then what do you want to do? Do you want to, while we're there, we'll have a quick Google, see if there's a cafe or something.
Yeah, or we can head to Dedham.
Yeah, Dedham. Yeah? I'm down. I want a coffee, if possible. Yeah. Alright, let's go do that. Let's go fill up then. Oh, he's gone. Would he have gone down here? Oh, thank God. Yeah, this is more like biking, just finding some back roads through little villages and stuff. That's what I enjoy about it. Wow, look at this road. Told you in the last video, overhanging trees. I love it. Exactly my vibe. Little foresty areas. And big houses, damn. This is what I strive for. Keep on the YouTube grind, open some businesses, and get myself a big ass house out here with a Ducati showroom basically built in. Like that gaff I'll have. Nice long driveway. Oh wow. This is just like idyllic. Like, this is ridiculous. This is like dream life. Wow, what a beautiful little road this is. Happily live on here. Average house price is probably about $500,000 though, maybe more. It's just glorious. I feel like I'm in a fucking fantasy land right now. It's just beautiful. I love summer so much. Love the bike so much, it's incredible. What a feeling. Don't see one of them every day. Gnarly. I don't think I've been up this road before either. What a view. This road's nice. Crazy stuff. It's real good. What a beautiful day. Yeah, this is a very nice part of the world. I'd happily live out here. Nice big garden, very quiet. Yeah, just a lovely place really. Oh, also, while we're still on the bikes, me and Ben have arranged our camping trip that I said about in the first few videos. So we've started looking at it, planning the route and stuff, so hopefully next month we'll be going. I've got a drone that I can borrow to get some nice shots, and we'll do like a 2-day trip and maybe do like a 2-parter sort of thing, video wise. So yeah, that'll be through the Norfolk coast as well, so it should be pretty nice. This place looks mad. Oh, it stinks. Fucking stinks in here. Cool. So we just pulled over down that road to get some cinematic shots of Harry's bike and stuff. Just see what I can do with the edit on those. Hopefully they'll come out pretty cool. I'll put some in here, and then I'll do an edit for Harry separately.